And what to do with your pet during a flood.
The biggest thing we had with Andrew was people didn't have garbage bags, they didn't have towels, they didn't have a carrier.
The record-breaking rain pelting the Tampa Bay area has prompted mandatory evacuation orders in some parts of Pasco and Hillsborough County. Veterinarian Dr. Webster is here. She's from Tampa Veterinary Hospital and is going to help us remind families what they need to do to prepare their pets for flooding. How do they do that, Doctor?
Oh, well, when we have advance notice, it definitely helps. But now we're here and things are flooded. Pasco is crazy right now with 46 people being displaced from their homes and their pets.
Yes.
So advance notice, go and have a plan to leave the area ideally, you know, and go and take your family and your pets. If you don't have advance notice or you're having to stay, definitely get some supplies. You are going to please try and keep your pet out of the standing water or running water, so be it. And bring lots of towels.
So this is your to-do list.
I got a kind of a to-do list.
Okay.
If your pet's cool with an umbrella, it might help if it's raining still. But I want to make sure you have plenty of food for your pet. Some extra supplies.
Is dry food better than canned food?
Whatever they're accustomed to. I brought a little bit of both just to remind people. And if they need medications, have those ready.
Right.
And the biggest thing is if they have any wounds, please keep them out of the water because the sewer has been bubbling up in this. You know, we couldn't control that.
Yeah, you can smell it.
Yeah, it's not pleasant.
What about for a pet disaster supply kit? What specific things in there? Like, what's the #1 thing that you really think the owner should have? Is it food?
I think food. And definitely medications would be the 2 things I would say. And obviously some way to clean up after your pet.
Okay.
The biggest thing we had with Andrew was people didn't have garbage bags, they didn't have towels, they didn't have a carrier or a crate, because if you can't stay in a shelter with your pet, which most of the shelters unfortunately don't accept pets.
I see.
You need another plan.
Okay. All right.
So a crate is important.
A crate is very important. And also we should introduce Tanner, who's with us here today. A beautiful dog. Hi, Tanner. Uh-oh. And a leash, too. That's a really good thing to have on.
A collar, have their vaccination records or ID on them, too. Please.
Okay. All right. And then once the flooding is stopped, what other precautions should you be taking?
Make sure you have a safe place to walk your pet. And then also just double check and make sure you don't see any snakes, alligators. We have had some catfish in some of my team members' yards. It was kind of crazy.
Let's talk about the dangers of storm water and when pets drink it.
Oh, vomiting and diarrhea has been king right now, and even coughing dogs, because, you know, she goes out and granted you're walking her, there's runoff, she comes in, before you can even get her dry, she's licking herself and taking in some of that bacteria or nasty water. So definitely they can get sick.
Okay. For pet owners, what are some of the worst things that they deal with during a flood in regards to the pets themselves?
Anxiety for some pets.
Right.
They don't have the same spot to go to the bathroom. They're displaced. They don't know their environment. The smells might be different, so it might make them nervous or anxious.
Is there a website where we can go for more information?
You can come over to our website, tampavethospital.com. We're happy to help you.
All right, sounds good. Well, Dr. Webster and Tanner, thank you so much for joining us today. We'll be right back.